Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're all having an awesome day. If you could like and subscribe, that would be pretty cool. We're making some progress here on the big giant diving board tower. That's right, this is the next thing for the Olympics. That wasn't as funny as it was in my head. Never mind. Like and subscribe, thanks. We are replacing some of these power things. We're just waiting on a few more planks. Build out a little more industry. We're running a tightrope right now. Sort of between having not enough power, not enough resources to build the things we need to be able to get more power, more productivity. So it's a bit of a balancing act. Thankfully, these batteries are helping a ton, because at night time while everyone's sleeping seems to be when the power turns on. So at least during the daytime we have some reserve power, which is... Are you very slowly? Yep, about to end up in the water. Awesome. Great. You'd think that would actually add more power requirement to pull it out. Although things weigh less when they're in the water, don't they? They lose 30%. Anyway, we're getting off topic, off track. We're now grabbing this because metal is a thing. Calculated that this bad boy down here needs about 160 bits of metal alone, and each piece of scrap gives you half a piece of metal. So you need, this will give us 30 bits of metal. So we definitely needed another one, as we have not managed to tap into the mine yet. It is almost all gone. Thankfully I mean, it's a catch-22. We've had 3 or 4 droughts in a row, which is causing a, well, what's causing a problem? It's not so much of a problem, it's just the power's always off. However, it does mean this has been drained out quite a lot and evaporated quite substantially. However, I don't think this is going to be ready by the time the next bad tide kicks in, unless we have another drought, in which case, it just might be. It just might be. But I'm thinking we might need more battery power. We have mined all the way to the bottom there with the fireworks, the lovely little dynamites. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's put in another like bridge of power. Shall we? What do we do? We went like this, and then we went like this. Yeah, because I need something to walk on and then something to build on. Yeah, we'll do that. Use up some of we don't really have any planks, so maybe we won't do that. I'll pause it. But we'll plan it out right now. We'll chop a couple of these here. Actually, no, what we'll do is this. We'll put these ones down first. Then we'll put these guys here. Then we'll detonate these first and then replace them. Then we'll do it all at once. I think that might be the best way. But we'll plan this in the right way around this time. It actually won't matter. Won't make any difference. Yeah, it won't make any difference. I'm going to set its priority to this. Nope. Click the top one. If you click the top one, it selects them all. Selects all the ones underneath. If you so you can prioritize in a level. And it's the other way around if you're doing this. So you go up to select more. Like, actually, no, is it the same way? It actually is the same way, isn't it? Oh, I love how this works. And this is fantastic. Look at this, look. You can see exactly which row they're going to be working on when walking on this platform. So we know that they're going to be working on that row, so we need 2 gap in between, so we know they're going to be working on that. Oh, that's great. That tells me that if we're on this square, we can reach this one, and this one, because they can work diagonally. So this one, same thing. We can get this square, and this square. So we are able to get all the squares just off the edge of this. Such a handy tool. And, of course, we could have built this with platforms. However, we have these overhangs. I figured, you know, why not? Why not? We'll make a bunch of diving boards. That's what they're being called now. Diving boards, because, you know, why not? Looks fun. I like it. Alright, guys. I'll bring you back soon when there's, I guess when these are ready or there's more to show you. All there really is drought and us waiting. We're just waiting on more materials. Like, planks. Yay! Alright, see you guys soon. Something I forgot to mention, but you might have noticed, is with this tool, when the lines are on the same level as yours, you get a solid square. But when it's above you, you get this square. See, look at the boundary on this box here now. See the gap in between the corners? And then the squares underneath. See this one and this one? See how there's that line there now instead? So that's telling you that's below, that's above, and that's all on the same level. I forgot to mention that. That is so cool. And yes, it translates above as well, naturally. Also, not just that, but if you were to say build one of these and say you wanted to build it, I don't know, there. Do you see the hatched tiles underneath? You see those 3 down there? They're down here. Yeah? That shows you what tiles it's above. That is cool. Obviously, the tile that you have your cursor on is always blank when it's on another level. Just to help differentiate, I guess, between where you are and where you're not. So you got to bear in mind that that square should also be a hashed one as well. But that's cool. This guideline thing is great. This is a good tool. Well, I kind of think we wish we had that from the beginning. But they are making great progress. Not much has actually really occurred. We're starting another battery pack over here. We have got the contamination in here down very low. Very, very low. This is like the 4th or 5th or 6th drought in the... I've lost count. There's just been so many. So by the time the next bad tide kicks in, this might be finished. We decided to replace some of these. This is a Mike idea. Replace some of these impermeable floors with levies to save on the metal cost, which seems to have helped as we're now building a bit more metal up. And on this side, chat pointed out something very, very, very good. There's land blocks here. So any bad tide running down this channel is going to send its contamination through these blocks and affect these areas. So instead of spending the 5 planks and 1 metal on a contamination barrier, because we're just going to flow water over the top, we're going with the 1 metal impermeable floor and then a bridge out here, instead of having to put these all the way down the cliff face and around the corner. That way, this is just going to drop it down. Oh, we can use the new guideline tool for this. Right, so this square here is about here. So what we're going to want to do is send some guys off the edge with some of those lovely little fireworks, and just make a little hole here. Let's just put that in right now. We want them to make a little hole here so the water comes straight in and goes straight off instead of heading this and spreading backwards, because then we'll end up with the same problem. It still might stretch that far, so we still might need the barriers, but we could always put in another diving board. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Whew, let's get to it. I'll see you soon. And this, my beautiful people, is what happens when you're too busy focusing on the completion of a mega project to realize you've left your sluice gates shut and now everything is flooding. Yeah. Fantastic. Luckily, the water is only 4% contaminated, so no one's getting sick. However, we're opening these. We're opening these. Let's let it roll. Whilst at the same time, let's watch this. We're at speed. What speed are we on? 30. Yeah, we're running it at speed 30, just so it can make sense. So we can get it built in time. It is overflowing. Yeah, as I thought it would. I knew this wasn't high enough. Okay, let's get in here. So what I'm thinking is happening here is too many of these are open. So let's desync you and shut. Let's desync you and shut too. We'll also put it on 3 speed because that makes more sense. It's easier to follow. And beautiful. We just need this diving board finished. Oh, come on, guys. Come on. Get her done. Get her done. Did I miss something here? Oh, it's leaking out of that box. Come on. I got 1.2 days. Everyone's working tonight. Get working. We really just need these 2 blocks finished. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's progress. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay, so this now works. Now what we need to do is make sure it's set to the correct settings. So, let's get rid of the water so we can kind of see what we're doing. We will replace these with impermeable blocks. Don't you worry. We'll just worry about later when we have more metal. Yeah. Alright, so we need to put that on auto. So it should... Yeah, it'll shut. Good. We'll set you to auto. So if you want these to shut when the contamination is at 5%, you need to have this set to 4. And if you want this to open at 5, you need to set this to 5. If you set this to 5, they'll both be open at 5. So you'll still get the 5% contaminated water. Is that a problem? No. I think 10 is where it starts to become an issue. I could be wrong. I'll ask chat in a second. But I think it's about 10. Could be more than that. So let's see. So now that you're switched off, I do have a feeling this is going to explode out of here. So what we might do is actually just have one open. So what we're going to do real quick is we're going to desync this guy. Oh, you already are? You are closed? So it's these two that are... Wait a minute. I'd close the outside too. I will close this one. And we'll leave this one desync. Leave you desync. Okay. They're all just going to be desynced. Just to make this easier on myself. So shut. You should be on automatic. And you will be closed. Okay. Good. So, when the bad tide kicks in, it'll start leaking through this. If it's not enough, we'll open this guy. If it seems to be too much, we can with the levels here, but it's not going to do much. That's just that is easier to reach from the outside. Well, here goes. We've got 0.8 days. Whew. Look at the diving board. Looks ridiculous. Looks ridiculous. Oh, this is great. This is great. All right. I'll bring you guys back when our bad side kicks in, which will be in the morning. Won't be long. It is almost among us. It's almost here. Right. Why are you open? When did I open that? Oh, I didn't shut it. Oops. Never mind. These can now be left on automatic, as I think it should work perfectly. I think. Right, let's get down there and have a look. Okay, so far, it's still clean. Here it is. Okay, so it's going this way because this water is being let out this gate here. We can't. Well, what? No, we can't. Okay. These are pockets here and here. Somewhere. Alright, you are now closed. So that means you are now open. No? And this is what... Yeah, there it is. There it is. Now that water's turned bad, now that's open. That's feeding through. I can't tell if there's a leak somewhere. I don't think there is. Alright, we're bringing it up the tower. I mean, something looks bad under there. Don't know if it's just the time of day. Alright, and out it goes. So that's with the one sluice open. Now, at this point, it does not matter how many sluices are open. In terms of allowing this out. Because we don't care about the flow of this. It does not matter. We care about the flow of this when bad tide is over. And we want that good water coming out. Oh, this is bloody brilliant. Look at that. It's far enough away. Is that what I'm... It's not thick enough? Deep enough? There's a reason it's not contaminating. It should. It will. It will. It will. This is going to fill up. Oh, we need to get out over here and demo some of this. Because, yeah. That's about to get a lot fuller. You can actually be turned off now, I think. We need to fill that in. We don't need this anymore, I don't believe. Oh, it works. Look at that. All that hard work, stress and pain. Oh, this is great. Yeah, so we still have some... Interesting. You know what's happening here? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Because what's happening here, I think... is the impermeable floor is actually allowing it through. Is that what's happening right now? Interesting. Okay, so we need to replace these. We were testing to see if the impermeable floor sitting on a terrain block would allow the spread through. It looks like it does. Because this is not coming from here. if that was the case, we'd get it up here as well. And we're not even getting it this far. So this has to be coming out of here. Unless there's a leak somewhere. Did I miss a tile? No? Yeah, so it's just because that's not the right barrier. Okay. Alright. It works! Okay, now we need to dismantle all of this, clean this water out, make sure the water's getting shipped into here properly, and we'll start on that. Probably right about now. Let's start that now. We got the money, we got the things for this? Let's do this. Right. We need this channel here to be as low as this one. So we need it to feed onto this level here. So, 1, 2... Hey, so 3 will be perfect. 3 will be perfect. I guess we make it 4 wide this side, 4 wide that side, because it's going to be 5 anyway. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to plan that out. Bring you guys back when we're about to detonate it all, I suppose. And put in the next level of these guys, because there's, going to be another level. We need these. But I'll show you when we get there. Right. Slight mistake. What was happening, for some reason, the impermeable floor doesn't stop this stuff, the bad tide water, it doesn't stop it from going through the land tiles that are underneath it. Now that may just be a thing of the, because of an experimental mode, it's the beta of update 6, these things aren't fully implemented yet, perhaps. So, and a contamination barrier doesn't work that way. It only works when you're putting it on the side of something. If the water's over the top of it, it still spreads. Kind of makes sense because it's going down through the block, whereas the block is, stopping it from going through. So we're going to demolish these and stick levee blocks in here instead. That should completely solve the problem. Forever. I hope. If not, we're going to have to figure out what's going on, because there's no reason why the water coming down this channel is irrigating any of this. Because look how far that goes. That's not very far at all. So, we're going to build these and we're going to find out. We're going to do it live! Because, yeah, so because the water in here isn't that bad. As you can see, all this is still growing, right? All this is still fine down here. This water hasn't gone far enough. It's only 3 tiles back. And hopefully when that block is in, the water will land into here. So therefore not even touching this. It would be interesting though to put some irrigation blocks down here and see if that contamination thing, see if that's what's happening. So yeah, if it continues, we'll stick a couple of these down here. And see if it's because it's hitting this. It might be because it's hitting this. I don't think it is, though. Come on, guys. We just need somebody to come over here and bang a hammer. Oh. There's no... They've got to walk the long way. My bad. Sorry, fella. Although there's no real reason for this. Alright, let's turn it back on and have a look. And open. Out it comes. Perfect. Yeah! Yeah, so was this... That's weird. That's weird. That's weird that an impermeable floor is permeable. Come on now. That's very weird. Hopefully that's something they'll look at and fix. Because that looks... No. It's got to look even though... Figured it. Don't worry about it. Okay, well, yes. That's something we just picked up on and figured we'd have to fix. But this isn't necessary to have turned on. I think I'm probably repeating myself here a couple of times, but... You can, as far as I can tell, you can have this just turned off. And have only this thing on. Sort of. Because the amount of bad water that is actually trapped underneath this lid here is nothing compared to the amount of water that is actually in this tank. So if this tank was cleaner than what it is... Well, what is it actually? It's only at 4%. I doubt very much that 100% of that water in there being contaminated will adjust this much at all. I reckon it would maybe raise it 2 or 3%, and that's it. So, you really don't need this. It's just, this is fun. This is fun, so why not? Well, why wouldn't you do it, right? Just why wouldn't you? I can't wait to replace all those, though. We need a drought. We need a drought. No, I want one now that we don't have one. All right, guys. When we figure something else out, I'll bring you back because we're still working on this at the moment. All right, see you soon. Yeah, things aren't going quite according to plan. Well, I mean, kind of, a little bit. This thing here is all the metal we have left currently. So, less than 100 bits. Other than, you know, what's in storage, which is not much. Because we haven't built this. Which we probably should just get round to and start using in the meantime of this thing getting done, right? So let's go and put you in the wrong place, because that's typical. Oh yeah, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, please. That would be amazing. Don't know why I made myself sound like an Australian, but we should just not do that. Logs, gears, treated planks. We have it all. Gimme. Right there. Actually, give me this first. What was the point of this guy? Demonstration, wasn't it? Yep, okay. Same with that guy. That guy doesn't need to be there. Alright, get rid of that fella. Probably get rid of this fella too, but we'll leave it for a sec. We'll try and figure stuff out, because we needed that height, didn't we? That's what I'm telling myself. Okay. Fast forward, please. Extra speed. So we'll grab this. To grab this, so we can actually start getting some of this metal out of here. Maybe we should also put in... Yes, one of these. For you, and supply, and maximize all this to green, because they're going to be doing this first. Oh, beauty. Beautiful. Are we out of those? We are. What's the problem there? Oh, goodness, this is a mess. I forgot how much of a mess we made this. Where are you? Okay, you're fine. It's just that we're using it all. Okay, so we're going to take this out soon-ish. Actually, let's just take this lot out now. Why not? To bring that down to that level so we can start utilizing this lake. We're going to flatten this out to put more trees in here, I think. Because trees can be a bit of a backlog. It's fine. I don't know where to put Beavertopia yet, because over here is now going to get quite well used. So we might end up here, seeing as this is going to get diverted eventually that way anyway. Which would be interesting to get the water in and out. And we've got to deal with this guy too. There is metal in there, but we can't get to it because it's grubby in there. And I can't be bothered building a giant tower around it, because we just did that here. Speaking of which, it has been redone, remodeled, remade. This should work a lot better. We'll find out when this bad tide's over. Hopefully. Something like that. We also need to decide where to put more wood. And I'm thinking we'll go around the top of this. We'll take all this out too. Alright. We're going to get on it. Bring you back when, I guess when bad tide's over and we're watching this actually flush and work properly. Filling up this tank. Hopefully this will be done by then. We'll see. See you soon. Got absolutely completely distracted with everything else. I forgot that the bad tide had ended. This is working perfectly. Look at that. Now let's get up top here and you can see the water coming in from the two sides. Here and here. That is beautiful. And this is now switched off because there's no bad water. And we're starting to get this thing finally going. Let's get rid of this because we do not need you no more. And we'll get that water to overflow into here once this builds up. And that way I can start filling up the lake. I really, really, really want them to let us put build blocks here. I mean, sorry, terrain blocks here. Like, come on now. Come on. This block is sitting against this block, right? Yeah. Like, I get it. The only reason I could put this here is because this block's here. I get that because it's sitting on top of that block. But can you make the connection point this side? Because, I mean, can you imagine that? Sluices with terrain blocks on top? Maybe there's a mod. I doubt it. But maybe there's a mod. Also, someone forgot that this was necessary. Yes. Me. Alright. Let me get rid of this. Because we're going to need a way to get over. Actually, we can just do this. Yoink. Wait, is it a 5? It's a 5. Okay. Then we'll get rid of those. This is a lot of work getting done by so many few beavers, and by few, I know, we're at 154, but it's not enough. It's not even remotely enough. However, power hasn't been a problem for a second, so we haven't had to worry about dealing with that. It is nighttime, so, but 5,000? 5,000, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Yes! There it goes. I know it looks a little murky. Don't worry, we'll be dealing with that over time. We're only at 4% contamination. What does this tell us? 4% contamination. So we're only at 4. So we'll let this flow in. It'll fill up here. Now, the idea is a water-based refinery. So I'm going to want to level most of this out by demoing it down and bring this level outwards. So we've got more room to play with. And if it can constantly stay full of water, which I hope it will now, I will be able to utilize all this land for trees and other food types as well. Plus, bring it out a little bit. This tank doesn't need to be that big, considering this one is this big. This could even be just 4 rows deep. It could be that big, and that's it, and it's got enough to get water out of it. Except we need all of this irrigated, so we're going to have to build little trenches and little like sort of rivers, so it's going to be interesting to do. Okay. Beautiful. beautiful. And the mine was built, and I swear that looks different. It is whiter than I'm used to. Maybe I just never paid enough attention, but I swear they changed the model of that. Looks cool, but I swear it's different. They do have a storage for the wood right here. Not the wood, the scrap metal right here. We're running into emergency. We had to do it, otherwise we're running out. So once they're finished doing all of this, we'll demo all this. Don't worry, we'll all get to see that. And then I can show you the master plan on how we're going to build our metal industry under here and then refill this with bad water. Because that's going to be... Oh, a drought? Are you serious? We haven't got this finished yet. Come on now. In fact, you know what? I'm going to prioritize this bad boy. And we'll get on with it. And I'll bring you guys back. Sure. Oh, hello. Wait. No. We're doing this first. Yeah! Maybe I've gone too far. Have I gone too far? No, I think we need to go down one more level still. Awesome. Awesome. Alright. I'll bring you guys back soon. Oh, it's starting to shape up really nicely. Alright, I think we've got there. It's in. So, we just need to demo out one more layer. Just one more layer, and then we're at the right level, so it'll always be draining into it, which really, if you think about it, is not that much. There's only like a block and a bit, but I'm pretty sure there's 11 days worth in here. We can, however, also make this tank deeper. Sorry, increase the volume of it, which we probably might do, or decrease the volume of it. I'm not 100% sure about that yet, because we can't utilize half of this water down here. So, maybe we make a big giant landmass. I'm not sure yet. The more water, the better. So the tank needs to be a decent size still. Evaporation and so forth. The bigger the water volume. Actually, no. I think the game still does it on surface mass, even though it's backwards. The game does this backwards to how reality actually works. So yeah, so it's draining down into here at 0.6 because we have these here, and these are 0.7. So we don't want the water to drain out too much. And while we're at it, we're now working on this. A little refinery district. Just a tiny one, so we can start getting some bots out. And we're going to do it with Spatterdock to start with. So we can use the dry land for food. Even though I don't really know if we need it. Because our beaver numbers aren't really going to increase that much more. They're more likely to start going down now as we start replacing them with bots. But we will see, because we've got a lot of building to do. We have to put in a couple of emergency pumps up here. Thankfully, they're working because this drained out. So, yeah, I keep forgetting about that. Drains out every time a drought comes along. And there's still 12 days left. So, I'm going to sit here and wait for them to finish doing this. And this. And... Oh, yes. And this. I'm going to sit here and wait for them doing this with all 14... Oh! All you lovely people over on stream, and I'll bring you guys back soon. Actually, hang on. No. No, we need to end the episode here. Wow. Okay, guys. If you're enjoying this, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Comments, tips, suggestions, please do leave down below. Because we may need some. We've got some surprises in store, though. This is going to be interesting. Thank you to my channel members and patrons. You guys are awesome. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one.